Okay, last time we used RTT, the Reynolds Transport Theorem, in order to derive the conservation of, I mean, the Bernoulli's equation, which is the equivalent of conservation laws for pressure. And also, I think I asked you to derive the Ohm's law from it. I derive up to the del dot J equals 0 and then ask you to proceed to continue the derivation. So anyway, now we will use again the RTT to derive things, to derive the principles of the laws governing mechanics of deformable bodies. And eventually, we'll go to wave motion. Okay, so recall the RTT, which is the general RTT transport is, this is rho beta dv, or I think I should write it as beta rho dv is equal to partial over partial t integral of beta rho dv plus we have rho v dot n hat dA. So this is the general form of the beta. Beta, ano. So beta rho. Uh, okay. And now, again, the Reynolds transport theorem is not physics. It's actually basically its delivery equation. Okay, how things or how masses or whatever, how quantity. This one right here is this whole thing is the quantity Q. This is an extensive quantity, and beta is some density. This is intensive, meaning that's the density of Q per unit mass. Okay, that's what beta is. Okay, so now we'll use this again for consider a slab, and this slab has length L. Okay, okay, this is the x-axis, and consider a slab. Now this slab has a cross-sectional area A. I'll just write it's gamay dire. So this is cross-sectional area A and density rho, and here length L. Let's just call that L naught. Okay. Now consider we have here x is the coordinates, the space coordinates. We can also have a coordinates in the material, and let's say this point right here has coordinate x, capital X, while this one is small x. Okay, so capital X is actually the material coordinates. Now, so here that means that we can map this point to the space coordinates as we have x of x t. Let's assume that this also evolves with time. So now, what if the slab was stretched, or it can be compressed? So here we have delta L, and now this x would change, but still this x is x in the material coordinates. The material doesn't know nga nag-stretch, doesn't know that it's stretched. Okay, but here, okay, I just exaggerate it. Okay, this is x. Here, x has moved by what we call, in terms of the space coordinate system, it has moved by u. That means here that u and u of this point x on the material coordinates, t is just equal to x x of capital X t minus capital X, which was the coordinate of x in the small x, okay, equilibrium. We can call it as the equilibrium. So this is delta U is the small change, okay? Now, consider let's cut this one right here, okay? So that means that we have this cut portion, okay? It's just a cut portion, so meaning that this is delta L, okay? Now, here, if there's some force acting on the system, then let's calculate. These are actually tensile forces. This one would have a tension on this direction, and while the others, this part here will have the tension on that direction. Okay, so but on kanina slab lang, this is now the shape. I mean the tension on this side, and on the other side is you have so that here this is T of, remember that this is X, okay, in the material coordinate. So this is X plus delta X. So while this one right here is T of X, okay. Now, how do we use the RTT? Well, we'll use just the Newton's second law, meaning the force. Remember that the RTT becomes the Cauchy momentum equation when we set our Q to be momentum. Okay, and okay, here we will set the P as this is the momentum. Okay, P of xt now, okay, would be equal to that would be, so we know that beta for P is V, the velocity. So this is just equal to integral of beta, I don't know, that is rho V, if this is a vector, so let's write this in vector form, dV, okay? That means that d over dt, this dp over dt, dp over dt, we can now write it in terms of the RTT. So this is the integral of from this one, dirirata, no? This is now our controlled volume, okay? But our system is kanisha. This is our controlled volume, CV, which is x to x plus delta x. And we have rho V dV equal, but okay, in terms of, since we have an area here, so meaning this rho V, this dV can be written as A dx. Let's just call this dx prime as a dummy variable. We are in the material coordinates, okay? And actually, that's why it's also called the material derivative. Kay, think of that kana ganing mo stretch or mo ano siya in the material. That coordinate, the material derivative is actually the derivative in terms of that changes in the material, ba stretching or whatever, that's why it's called the material derivative. Okay? But anyway, okay? And according to RTT, this is just equal to, this is equal to partial over partial T rho V A dx prime, and of course this is controlled volume, x to x plus delta x, plus the this one, the momentum flux. We can think of this as the momentum flux. How momentum is being, as I've explained this when we derive this one, in the very first time we derive this one. So this is rho V dot n hat d dA. Okay? But, okay, this is 0. The momentum flux is 0. Okay? And we know that this must be equal to Newton's second law. dP over dt is equal to F, the net force. Okay? But what is the net force? The net force is just equal. So I think I should, this one right here. So this is equal to the integral of rho g dv plus, okay, the tractions. Now, kaning tractions ang importante. Tractions are forces on the boundary, pressure forces on the boundary, which is due to the influx or outflux of this quantity B being added or being subtracted. So technically, this traction, di ba, ano man siya, no? This is T dA, the tractions. But then, the tractions actually here is just, since this is a force and the traction, and this is due to the diri nga kuan, so meaning these tractions are just actually the tension. Kani. Okay? So, this integral right here is just, to save space, I'll just write it. This is now T of x plus, yeah, x plus delta x minus T of x. So, mo yung tractions. Okay? And this one right here is 0 because we are assuming that we neglect gravity. The external force here is just, well, we don't assume any external force outside nga kuan. So we turn off gravity because so this is just 0. So we are left with this 2. So we'll start there. Okay? So this one, and this is constant. Rho is the density of the material. Okay, and akong isulod dito ang d over dt, so that now becomes the integral of x to x plus capital, that's capital X, rho a, partial, okay, but what is V? V is, remember the U here, okay, V is actually du over dt, but then since we have U is a function of x and t, so this is just partial squared U over partial t squared, okay, and this is dx prime equals the traction, so T of x plus delta x minus T of x. Now, okay, we'll take the limit on both sides. The limit as delta x approaches 0. Okay? And take the limit here also, the same thing. The limit as delta x approaches 0. Okay? And we know that the definition here, t could change with time actually. The definition of, the definition of the partial t over partial x, well, you can expand that one in terms of the Taylor series ng t of x plus delta x, but I'll just use this one. This is the limit of delta x approaches to 0 of t of x plus delta, or is any function f, delta x minus f of x over delta x. So this means that, okay, this one right here is just equal, is just rho A partial u over partial t squared delta x. And this one becomes, since we move that one there, so you have now partial t over partial x. This is in the material coordinates, so delta x. Okay? And of course, delta x will cancel out. So to save space, I'll just write it here as delta, equals partial t over partial x. Now, recall from university physics, the stress. Define the stress, which is a sigma, which is T, the force. No, this is actually this is pressure. So the force here is T, so this is T over A. Okay? So, and we also assume that the material is elastic. So we have to take note, we have to consider elasticity here. And in your basic physics, elasticity was actually studied by, we have the elasticity constant E, or we call the Young's modulus. Okay? E is the Young's modulus. Young's modulus. And the Young's modulus E, and we also, this is E, and we define also the strain. The strain is given by epsilon, which is just equal to partial of the deformation. This is partial U, this is also deformation over partial X. So that means, the relationship of the Young's modulus and the strain is just this. Sigma is equal to epsilon E. Okay? So this means that this equation transforms to TA, that's sigma A. Okay, this is rho A partial squared U over partial T squared equals A partial sigma over partial X. Okay, this is sigma. And A will cancel out. And let's substitute this one. And we have this, substitute epsilon E here. E is a constant. I mean this one. Epsilon is not. So meaning that this is rho partial squared U over partial T squared equals E times partial squared U over partial X squared. Because substitute nimo diri ang epsilon E. Now, this is actually what we call a wave equation. This is the wave equation, in fact. Partial T squared equals partial U over partial X squared. This is a wave equation. Now, okay, let's solve this one. Not actually solve this, but we are interested with static stretch, static, meaning we stretch it. So meaning when we stretch it without actually walay vibration, okay. So this means that this is just equal to. That means if we do static stretching, that means that partial squared U over partial T squared equals 0. Okay? So this means here we have partial U over partial X squared equals 0, implying that U of X is equal to some AX plus B. Okay? Now, what is our condition? We have to, okay, what is our initial conditions? I mean, yeah, we know that u of x equals 0 must be 0. Okay? So here, this is a times 0 plus b, meaning that b equals 0. And u of L, that's the edge. Now, you know that the edge of the slab has moved to L plus delta L, right? So that means that the u of this L has moved to the x is actually L plus delta L. So what u is the change in the I mean it's x minus small x minus capital X. So this means that this is just equal to delta L. That's a change at the edge. And this is equal to AL. From here, A now is equal to delta L over L naught. Okay? So this is L naught. So that means that our u of x is equal to delta L over L naught times x. But then, our strain is partial u over partial x. This is just equal to delta L over L naught equals the strain. This was the definition of strain in the Young and Friedman's book, in your basic physics. Okay? So, through this one, I think sa ano ganiha I think I made something wait lang. When I set the okay, one of the reason was why the momentum flux was 0. In fact, ang kuha nato is the actual reason katong when we set this one to 0, rho v dot n hat dA, here we are considering small displacement from the equilibrium. Small. If that is the case, then our v would be small. Now, this is quadratic in v. So, to some approximation, to linear approximation, this is 0. Okay? This is actually the main reason why this is why this is 0. Okay? Because there could be movements right there, but then we are assuming that it is actually kumbaga pa small because we are just a slightly from equilibrium. So the velocity there is small, and this is quadratic in v, and this, to some approximation, this is 0. So that means that all the loss here that we will derive is actually assuming that assumption. Okay? Small displacement from equilibrium, and then ang kuha nato is that we have here the velocity is actually small. Okay? So from here, what is our sigma? Sigma equals epsilon, which is delta L over L naught times E. Okay, we multiply this by the area. You have sigma A. Okay? No. Wait. Oh yeah, sigma A. We multiply it by the area. Okay? And then multiply this one by the area. And this is just the force, right? And this is actually the tension. But it has force. Now, I'll define the spring constant, the material constant, as A E over L naught. So we now have F equals K delta L or delta x. This is Hooke's law. Okay? And we can put a negative right here. Kaya sa atong convention man good when we derive that one, that's why it's positive. But you can put a negative right here in order to emphasize this is restoring force. This is Hooke's law. Now, Hooke's law is assuming that we are pag kanilang atong small displacement. Okay? Hooke's law is valid. Now, pag dako na siya, then it's no longer valid. So this is actually Hooke's law. Now we're back now with, we know that this leads to harmonic oscillation. Okay? So when you attach a mass, when this is a spring, so this leads to harmonic oscillation. So we can just take this as kx minus kx. Okay? Now, look at this one. Atong kuaning E over, let's look at E over rho. E over rho. Okay? If we multiply this by some A, multiply it by A over A, so this is equal to EA over rho. Okay? Rho A. Now, wait. E over rho, density of the object. This EA is the force per unit length. Force per unit length, if we don't look at the A, the cross-sectional area, meaning we consider it to be just one-dimensional. Okay? We don't consider this 1A right here. So that means kinahanglan nato siya ang units is we take now from how do we go from this 3D object to just a line. We ano natong stretching, the unit stretching. Unit stretching. This means that this is just if we do that, this is just T over epsilon. Okay? Kung makita mo gud ninyo sa unit, this is EA, multiply that by A. So sigma A equals EA, right? So EA is just equal to, this is equal to T over epsilon rho A. But then, we'll take this to be 1 because we are actually atong equal tong unit stretching. So, we'll take this as 1 na lang, okay? So this is now, but rho A is just mu, the linear mass density. This is just T mu, which is, in fact, we have this also, the waves on the string equals T over mu, partial squared U over partial X squared. Okay? Okay. So, na-derive sa dira. Will make sense later of the T over mu. What is that? Maklaro na siya sa our next, when we derive it again. We'll derive it this again later, but from a different perspective. And to make sense of that T over mu. Well, dimensional analysis, we know that that's the velocity squared. But why is it the velocity squared? Okay? Why is it the speed of the wave? Why is it the speed of the wave? Because T over mu, it's the unit is velocity squared, but it doesn't look like something that is traveling because that's tension over the mass. Kinalaman. Okay? Anyway. Now that we are back in the harmonic oscillator. F equals Kx. But here, since we are now in the system of particles, we will deal with system of oscillators. That means that we want to solve this system. Now, I'll put K and same M. But I want you to solve, solve it for different K, K1, K2, K3, and M1 and M2. I will solve this one. Okay, to simplify things and to shorten a lot of, I mean, yeah. Pero the process is the same. Okay? So here, I'll give x1. This is x1. And this is x2. x1 and x2 are displacement from equilibrium of the spring. So this is the double harmonic, the coupled harmonic oscillator. Okay? So, na-floor dia, no? Frictionless. Okay? And here, for the coupled harmonic oscillator, our equation of motion, m x1 double dot, what are the forces on this one? X1 double dot, that would be minus k x1, and then take this spring will deform by x2 minus x1. Okay? x2 minus x1. So this is now minus, k times the deformation. Kung imo na siyang isubtract, if you move this by x1, this is x1, and this one will move by maybe x2 na lang in this direction. So this one right here is if you think i-ana-ani mo siya, this was the equilibrium of the spring, di ba? Okay? So the spring has the spring now has this. So it has compressed or stretched. That means that mao ni siya ang equilibrium, and then this has moved by x1 and this has moved by x2. So let's say mo ning x2 dire. Okay? Or maybe let's exaggerate x2. Ana lang nato, not to be clear. This is the equilibrium and this is x2. So that means that the spring has moved from this to that. Okay? So in this case, this is now, this is x, this is plus x2 minus x1. We'll take the plus on this one. Kaning ano dire. Okay? It has compressed. Okay? For x1. So this is just equal to, anyway, for x2, mx2 double dot, this is just minus kx2, and it compressed for the other one. The other might expand. So this is now k of what? X2 minus x1. Sakto ba ni? No. Wait lang. That would be x1 minus x2. Yeah. x2 minus x1. So from here, when we simplify this one, what do we get? This is minus 2k x1 plus x2. So para makatipid og space, minus 2k x1 plus k x2, while this one is k plus k x1 minus 2k x2. So this is k x1 minus 2k x2. Okay? In matrix form, this is m times x double dot equals you have k times, this is 2, negative 2, no? Negative 2, 1, 1, negative 2, x. Okay? Let's just call this matrix x. K. So this is m x double dot equals matrix k, capital K, times x. Now let's solve the let's form the aton isang ano dito, no? Let's move it dire. What do we have here? This is let's assume first an ansatz. Okay? let's assume a solution x1 equals a1 e to the I omega t and x2 equals a2 e to the I omega t. We know that this equation is familiar, but only this time it's coupled. It's a coupled differential equation. So this for the coupling, morning na sila common ano diri no? Omega. But okay, anyway, x double dot 1 equals minus omega squared x1, right? Okay, kindly verify this. Shortcut na ako na siya. X double dot 2 equals minus omega squared x2. So our differential equation now becomes x sige, may tabuan eh. Minus m omega squared x. Okay, yeah, you have x1. Notice that tanang e to the I omega t mag-cancel. You have e to the I omega t in all of this. So mag-cancel. So this becomes a1 equals asa na dito what's to? Minus 2k a1 plus k a2 and minus m omega squared a2 equals k a1 plus ba? Ano, minus 2k a2. And let's write this in matrix form. You have here a1 and a2. Multiply this by identity matrix. So ako nang i-shortcut ha. Okay, you can write this matrix as minus m or minus m omega squared, m minus m omega squared, 0, 0, a1, a2 equals, you have minus 2, 1, 1, minus 2, a1, a2. Now let's call this matrix capital A. And so this one right here, when we take the eigenvalue, yan na natin siya, i-move na siya dito. K dire, okay? So right here, we have now our I A minus K A equals 0, right? Where our matrix A is this. Okay? So let's calculate the eigenvalue. So I'll just, to save space, this minus that would be now 2k minus m omega squared, and then that you have now k, and then this is k, 2k minus m omega squared times a1, a2 equals 0. That means the determinant of this must be 0, since this is a standard matrix. So that means that 2k minus m omega squared equals k squared, the determinant of this, squared. That means that, okay, you have this, so save space again. This is plus minus k. Okay, so let's take the plus solution. That will lead you to, when you solve that plus k, solve the algebra, so that is just omega 1 equals square root of k over m. And omega 2 would be equal to, this is now minus. For the minus, okay, for the minus, you have now omega 2 equals 3k over m, square root. These are actually the eigenvalues. Okay? Now, the eigenvectors of this, plug in dito, di na ako solve this one. The eigenvector a1 would be 1, 1. Or actually, any number, x, but let's just take 1, 1. Okay? That would be a1, and a2 equals 1, negative 1. Kani siya dire. Okay? Now, what are these eigenvectors. Okay, these are actually the normal modes. The eigenvectors would give rise to what we call the normal modes, and anong gitawag na sa normal modes actually? This is later you will understand that this is actually the analog for resonance. Okay, when the system is driven. Okay, for system of particles. Okay, so ato saan ko ano ni? These are the eigenvectors. Now, if that is, ako na siyang erase. If that is the eigenvectors, then hala. Ito yung matrix, di ba? Equation. Okay? I would now have an orthonormal eigenvectors. Di ba? We want, when we solve the system in the kaning sa eigenvectors niya, here, this is actually a way to diagonalize this matrix. Okay? We can first to diagonalize this matrix, we take the kaning iyahang we normalize this one. Okay? These are orthogonal. Okay? And this is due to the fact that this is a symmetric matrix. I think last time I told you about any symmetric real matrix has an orthonormal eigenvector. So this is not yet normal. It's already orthogonal. So let's take E1 as 1 over square root of 2 A1. And E2 as 1 over square root of 2 A2. No, you can verify that when you multiply this by 1 over square root, you take this magnitude of that, you get 1. So that's a normal vector. Okay? Now, we want to study resonance. What is resonance? In order to get the resonance, we have to drive the oscillators. That means, atong ikuan dire, let's put a driving force. And let's put the driving force on the first mass. Okay? Di ba mo ni atong system. Let's add the driving force on the first mass on this one. So meaning there's a driving force here of magnitude F cosine again omega capital omega T. So our equation now would, in terms of the driving force, so that would be M X double dot, and then when you move that one katong diri, it becomes plus the matrix K X equals F. This is the driven harmonic oscillator. But in this case, this is a coupled driven harmonic oscillator. But we put the coupling, the driving force on the first one lang. Okay? So where F now is just, this is in X1 and X2 coordinates. This is F naught cosine omega T X1 hot plus 0 X2 hot. Okay? This is not IJ. Okay? It's actually the coordinates in X1 and X2. Okay? So, that means matrix is sa taas niya kay kana and then 0 ang row dire. Now, let's make a transformation to this basis. If X can be written as X1 hot plus X2 hot, then this is also, we can also write this in the orthonormal coordinate system. In terms of the eigenvectors, in terms of the basis, we write X in terms of the basis. Note that E1 and E2 forms an orthonormal basis. So we write this as Q1 E1 hot plus Q2 E2 hot. So this is Q1 of T and this is Q2 of T, the component of X, okay? So what is this Q1 and Q2? Well, we know that this is X1 and X2. And what is E1? That is, that means that this is 1 times 1 over square root of 2, right? And this is 1 minus 1, and then over square root of 2. From here, you will see that X1 is just equal to Q1 plus Q2 over square root of 2, and X2 equals, saan eh? No, Q1 minus Q2 over square root of 2. Or we can write this as X equals the matrix 1 over square root of 2. No. Yeah, 1, negative 1 times Q1, Q2. Q1, Q2. So let's call this as our S matrix. Now, let's transform the differential equation, this differential equation, into the, because this is in the X1 hot and X2 hot basis. Let's transform this one into the basis nga. In fact, what you do with quantum mechanics is halos mauro gyapon ni siya. Dahil lang dito ang kung ano, projecting and projecting. Let's project this vectors into the orthonorm into E1, E2. So you have now, okay, this is SQ, and this one is SQ double dot. So that means that we have now our transform. This one transforms to MSQ double dot plus K. This is a matrix K times SQ equals, what's siya? F. But F right here is still in the kani. Okay? Now, atong buhaton is transform F into the project, okay? But balik na kanyang kuan. We multiply this both sides by S transpose. So you have now M S transpose S Q double dot plus S3 K S Q equals STF. And in fact, this is not this matrix is diagonalized K. Okay? Mauni siya ang how do you diagonalize a matrix. If you in linear algebra, this is how you diagonalize matrix. Solve the eigenvalues, find an orthonormal set, and there. This is just I. Okay? This is I, and okay, identity. So this is just M Q double dot plus this whole thing right here is the orthogonal version of K. What was our matrix K? This was is ito? 2 minus K 2K. Okay? Let's diagonalize this one. Okay? Let's solve this one. KS. What is KS? KS is, so KS equals 1, 1, 1, negative 1. And this is equal to, saan siya? K? Tama? Saan eh? 3K? Ay. Saan siya? K? Minus 3K. Okay? Now, let's multiply, transpose dire. So, the transpose of this matrix is just that, I don't know, napa is 1 over square root of 2 dire, no? There's still 1 over square root of 2 here. Okay, so the transpose of this matrix is just the same. It's symmetric. Okay, so this is 1, 1, 1. Wait. Sakto ba? Negative 1. And since you have 1 over square root of 2, this is now 1 over 2. So this is now S, T, K, S. Okay? So that's how you diagonalize a matrix. You sandwiches by the two bases in the matrix form with the bases in the orthonormal set. Okay. And what's ba ni siya? That's 2K, right? 2K. 0. 0. Minus 6K. Times 1/2, this is just equal to K, 0, 0, negative 3. K. Or, what is omega 1 is equal to square root of K over M. So sa ito pa, K is, what is K? This is M omega K, K is equal to K1 is equal to M1 omega squared 1, right? Tama? So, wait lang. Murag na missing negative. Wait lang. Ay, no, not negative. It's 6K. Okay, kana siya. So sa ato pa, this is, okay, M omega 1 squared. Okay, 0. And this one is, remember that K2, what is omega? Omega 2? Omega 2 is equal to square root of 3K over M. So, let's take this drop, 2. So, 3K2 is equal to M omega 2 squared. So, this is just M omega 2 squared. 0, 0. Okay? So, this one becomes M omega 1 squared, 0, 0, M omega 2 squared, Q1, Q2, and this is Q1 dot, double dot, Q2 double dot, M. And F, ST, okay, multiply F naught, nga
anak ka nga sa itong, di ba, klase niyo sa third year. Sulat sa ito sa system. Kani, pwede sa mga Windows ka ng isang pila ka pagkasunanses. Muna po ito.
Mo ni ang kuan. Okay, multiply this by 1, 1, 1, negative 1. Pak, this is equal to, no, you have 1 over square root of 2 here. So this is F naught cosine omega t, and then pak, this is just F naught cosine omega t. So this is just equal to 1 over square root of 2. Mo na ang kuan. Muhatag sa kada isa ana. So this is F naught cosine omega t, F naught cosine omega t. Now notice here that, okay, MQ double dot 1 equals M omega squared Q1. The equation is decoupled. Di ba? So at either eigenvalue, actually sakto tong ano niya nga, independent sila. But why is it independent? It's because of the decoupling. Katong kailangan man na siya ikuan. Resonance tagsa. Oh. So, this is now M omega 1 squared. Oh, at least nakatunan bago ron. Q1 equals or yeah, ato na lang ano dire, this is F naught over M square root of 2 cosine omega T. And the other one, Q2, this is actually the driven harmonic oscillator. And we can calculate the resonance here by solving katong QP, T, I, QP particular solution. And the assumed particular solution of A cosine omega T plus B sine omega T. Let's just take this as I. Okay, anyway, Q dot plus equals omega 2 squared Q2. Di ba pareho siya? F naught over M. And the equation looks very, very good here. Oh, take this as that, the particular solution, and take the quandary, the initial conditions. Okay? Now, di na ako ipadayon dire. This is actually a, because I'm running out of time. Napa ko i-equal. Asang omega? This is just...
Big omega, di ba?
Yeah, big omega. This is omega. Okay? Padayon ni siya, solve this DA. You know, we already kuan sa isa lang, di ba? And the same lang dire. You have this form. And now you will have a general form QI of T, which is some amplitude. Okay? Cosine of omega T. And the amplitude there, when the amplitude becomes, sa amplitude ani na, kay makita nga 1 over omega I squared minus capital omega I squared. The resonance occurs when this is 0. Okay? Solve this DE. We have done this actually. So, ani ang inyong buhaton. Di na ako ipadayon dire, but I'll ask you. And when I said I ask you to do it, do it. Okay? Bantay lang mong di nyo kanon eh. Solve for the general equation, the solution nga na ay Q, first Q particular, di ba? Kani siya dire. And if Q particular has the solution. And equate, taas manggod. I-substitute niyo yung Q1.1, Q.2, the same procedure that we have done. Equal ani, you will get now the katong general solution. And the general solution, the general solution will be of this form. You have something here. Actually, I think this is F naught over, you would see that this is F naught M square root of 2. This is A. Now this A, the resonance occur because this is not damped. For the driven harmonic oscillator and the undamped harmonic oscillator, the resonance occurs when this is undefined. Now, when that is undefined, that means that this is 0. Kaning dire. And that means the resonance frequency occurs that lambda I must be equal to omega I. That should be the driven frequency dire. So, the resonance frequencies, the normal modes, the normal frequencies are actually the resonance frequencies. The normal frequencies is the frequencies corresponding to a certain normal mode. A normal mode is a certain eigenvector. Now, that frequency there, the system will vibrate at that frequency. That is the resonance frequency. Kani siya, omega I. So, you would see that there are two resonance frequencies here. And those two resonance frequencies correspond to omega 1 and omega 2. Kaning duha. Okay? Now, I'll leave this one to you, but I have to move to system of oscillators good. This is just to show you something. And again, buhat atong lahi nga mas, duha. Okay?
units nyo.
Oh, ikaw ang nakakuha sa mga libugat ng mga ano. Okay, let's take this system of N oscillators. That means that we have N masses. M, all of this have M and K. No? K tanang spring and then M tanan. Okay? And this is Fj, the jth one. Okay? We'll experience, okay, so the jth, what is the jth particle? You have two springs attached, di ba? This is due to the I plus 1 and J plus 1. Okay? So, Fj is minus K times, okay, let's take this as U, the displacement. Balik ka sa U. Okay? U of J. But then, that is, take this as the coordinate X. Now, X now does not denote change. It's U that denotes change. Okay? We can say that Uj is some Xj, is U of Xj T. That means that our U is a continuous function. Okay? And Xj is some A times J. A is a fixed difference. Muna itong buhaton. Okay? So, this is now X of Uj minus 1. This one right here, this is J minus 1. And dito kay J plus 1. This is J. This is Uj minus, kaninga spring, Uj minus 1. Right? Plus, the spring right here is minus K, Uj minus Uj plus 1. Kana siya. And this is equal to Mu double dot J. So, this is now equal to minus K, unsa man ni siya? This is K, Uj plus 1 minus 2 Uj plus Uj minus 1. Okay? Muna na siya. And, okay, there's a trick right here. So, Muj double dot. Okay? Now, what's Uj plus 1? Uj plus 1 is U of Xj plus A, T. Okay? Let's expand this one by Taylor series. Okay, Uj minus 1 equals U of Xj minus A, T. Let's expand this by Taylor series at Xj plus, okay? So, this is just equal to, in terms of Taylor series, this is just equal to U of Xj T plus A, U of, du, partial U over partial X of Xjt, okay, of Xjt, plus A squared over 2, partial squared U over partial X squared of Xjt, plus A cube over 3, 6, partial squared U over partial X, X cube, plus cube, plus O of A4. While this one would be U of Xj T minus A plus A squared over 2 dot minus A cube over 6 dot plus OA4. Okay, when you add this one, naka UJ plus 1, UJ, dire. All the odds will cancel out. Okay? That means that this is just 2UJ. Tama? 2UJ. Plus A squared over 2 plus nire So, ano na, a squared na lang. No? So, a squared, because you have a, kani siya, pareho. So, a squared, partial squared u over partial x squared plus o of a squared. That means that, atong chok, nagkakawala na, okay na ni. This whole thing is, pag when you equate this one dire, you get m u double dot j. You don't need to take the limit actually. J equals k a squared partial squared u over partial x squared. Or this is partial squared u over partial t squared, because this u is function number, equals a squared omega squared k over m. Partial squared u over partial x squared. We get again the wave equation. Okay? Now I ask you, why was it a velocity? Diba? S is equal to r theta. S dot is equal to r theta dot or r omega. This is r omega. That's why we know that this is the velocity. Okay? Dili na siya klaro atong mga definition nga, but here, when you put this as omega, it becomes now a velocity. We are not sure that kato, unit lang, dimensional analysis na ito, manong nahimo siyang velocity. Karon, it's clear that this is indeed a velocity because of this, r omega. So we can just write this as c squared. This is the wave equation. C is the wave speed of the wave.
Nice, very nice.
Okay? So, or this is just equal to, now, if you define Ka, tanawa, Ka squared is just Ka times A over M, di ba? This one.
Yeah.
What is A over M? That's the linear mass density. Okay, linear mass density mu is M over delta X, right? So this is just equal to Ka over mu, but Ka is just the tension. So this is just partial squared u over partial t squared equals t over mu partial squared u over partial x squared. That's the tension on the string. Oh, di ba? Ano mga derivation nga dili ginapakita sa kadaganan ba? Mo nang ginagawa. Okay, this is, we recover this again. Now, let's solve the wave equation. Muna yung last. Okay, kay mag-8 na. Okay, kaya napabukoy buhat. Okay, we're running out of time, but I need to solve this one. Solve the wave equation. Okay, our wave equation is u of xt such that u of x0, u of 0 of t equals 0. And u of, take the fixed length of length L. U of LT equals 0. Fixed dire. Fixed ends. And then also, u dot of x, the velocity, at t equals 0 is some shape, f of x. And u dot of x, no, sorry. This is u of x0. Is some shape f of x, initial. And then u dot of x0 is some g of x. Chok. Kaya pa. Okay. Solving this, and let's assume a separable solution. U of xt is, let's assume this to be some x of x. Let's not use t, s na lang. S of t. Separability. So this wave equation, since, okay, d over d squared t, separation of variables, you know this exact sa inyong sa inyong math fee. This can be written as, ako lang idiretso na, I don't have time. This is s partial squared, mahimo na siyang d, no? D squared x, wait. This is x, d squared s over dt squared equals c squared. D squared, c squared s d squared x over d small x squared. Okay? And set this to minus lambda. Okay? And we know that we have we have these two equations. D squared x over, divide ni mo ning 1 over s dire, and then this is 1 over x. So x, so may tabuan eh. Dahil lang ha. X lambda, no? Nakay minus lambda x. So, so you have now dx squared plus lambda c squared d capital X. I don't know. This is just x equals 0. And the other one is d squared s over dt squared plus lambda s equals 0. Now let's solve kaning sa x. We know that the solution of that, the general solution of that is x of omega, x of small x must be equal to a cosine. Let's use omega t. Omega alpha x. That means that atong omega dire is, this is omega squared. Okay? Omega squared. Alpha squared. We let that to be alpha squared. So this is alpha plus b sine alpha x. Now, x at 0 is 0. So when this is 0, you will see that you will see that x equals 0. Now do this in details. Equals 0 implies that a equals 0. Okay? And x at L equals 0 implies that b sine alpha L equals 0. That means alpha L is a factor of n pi. So alpha now is n pi over L. Okay? So that our x now would be equal to b sine, or let's just take this as, pwede natin na yan sa sine of n pi x over L. What's our x of t? Our x of t, s of t. S of t is, S of t is some a, okay, since we have n eigen dire. So let's just take this as a na lang sa cosine of alpha squared. Alpha gyapon dire, alpha t plus b sine of alpha t. Let's solve this. S of 0 equal to f of x. Ha?
Alpha direct kay lambda c squared. X mo kay
asa? Ang
solution sa kay a cosine alpha c x ni dapat
asa? Cosine alpha. Ay, naday c ba? Okay, there's c right here. What is naday c, no? N pi c? What is alpha? Alpha. Ha?
Define man mo si lambda alpha squared.
So mo yung alpha, right? Alpha is square root of c lambda, square root of lambda day. Square root of c lambda. What is our lambda? Ay, sakto ba?
Okay, dito sa
So, okay, no, wait. It must be omega squared, diba? Alpha squared. Tama? This must be alpha squared, so alpha squared, alpha is equal to c square root of lambda.
Yeah.
So this is square root of lambda. Ay, okay. This is, sakto. This is C square root of lambda. So when we square this one, lambda n is equal to n squared pi squared over C squared L squared. That's my lambda n.
Para nasa S.
This is my lambda n. This is, okay, sa S natin siya. Let's just use, this should be squared. Lambda squared. So this is now, we'll use lambda now. Sorry, this lambda n squared t. Tama? Kay omega squared man na siya dira sa DE. So that means,
Square root of lambda.
Square root of lambda di ay, sorry. This must be square root of lambda. And this is square root of lambda. Okay, thank you, James. And then this becomes now cosine. Okay, this is cosine square root of lambda. So that is now n pi x over L plus bn. T dahil, no? T. Sine n pi x, T. Pi C. CL. N pi T over CL. And, mao ni ato ang kuan. And, okay, taas pa ni, ato na po ding integrate. Because we want to, so, ato pa, our u of x t is the sum of an cosine n pi t over cl plus bn, sine n pi t over cl times sine of n pi x over L. And we integrate this one with sine m pi t over L. CL. UXT. And dx and diri gapon integrated with this one sine m pi t, and note that integral of sine m pi t over L sine n pi t over L dt, dt din siya, no? dt is just equal to L over 2 Dirac Kronecker delta mn. Let's start from here and then atong ikuha ng boundary condition. Ato sa ning i-impose na lang una, so this is u of x, boundary condition equals f of x, right? And this is summation of an, zero ni siya. Kanilang mabilin din, no? And that is now sine n pi x over L. Okay. And this means that, sakto ba? So an is integral of, this is Fourier series, Fourier coefficients. That means nga an's are Fourier coefficients, di ba? So this is f of x sine n pi x over L dx. Now, the other is u dot. Let's take u dot. U dot, okay. The sum of, u dot, okay, what is u dot? U dot now is, this is, ato na sa nang isulat omega n na lang sa be? Omega n. Let's type this as omega n t. So this is now omega n minus an cosine omega n t, sine, plus omega n bn cosine omega n t, and then sine n pi x over L. Nani C? Wala. Wala, no? Wala. Okay. And then, our initial condition, this is f of x. No. G of x. And, evaluate this. Wait. Our u dot at 0 is g of x. When this is at 0, only, okay, put this so this is a wn, bn, cosine, omega n, sine n pi x over L equals g of x. That you would know now that bn is equal to 1 over omega n, 2 over omega nl, integral 0 to L. This is a Fourier series. G of x sine n pi x over L. That means that here, ma-establish na to that bn is actually the coefficients of a Fourier series. Okay, now let's go. Napatay isa ka, last resonance. Na ko? Nalisang na ko ba eh? Okay, to calculate the resonance, we have to drive because in order for you to have the resonance, you have to have a driver, di ba? Kailangan namin ng So, it must be driven. D squared u over dt squared equals c squared partial squared, u over partial x squared plus the driving force. Let's say F naught over rho cosine omega t. That's the driving force. Okay, this, linear mass density ta. Where we already solved our eigenvectors. Okay, let's project this with the eigenvectors. So, ang ganihang eigenvectors is sine, xn is sine n pi x over L. Now, that means that we can write our u in terms of that u of xt as the sum of katong qn, which is the component with qn of t xn, which is meaning this is sine n pi x over L. Okay? So, okay. This is a, tanaw na to. This is u dot would be equal to, saan siya? This is n pi over L, summation of q, wait, no. This is, sorry. This is summation of q dot n sine n pi x over L. Grabe. Okay, this is now summation of q double dot n sine n pi x over L. Now, how about ux? This is n pi over L summation of qn cos. Okay? And then uxx is, this is now n, this minus n pi over L squared u. Okay. So that means that our wave equation now is, this transforms to u double dot minus, so ma-plus na, no? C squared. So meaning n pi c over L squared u, tama? U equals f naught over mu. At giano na to, over mu, asan ito? Cosine omega t. Okay. Now, we know that this one leads to, eigenvalues mismo. The eigenvalues. So, that means that our omega n must be n pi c over L. Right? These are our eigenvalues. And our resonance frequencies is kani. These are the resonance frequencies. Why is this a resonance frequency? Now, we know that, this is equal to what? 2 pi over, f over 2 pi, tama? Frequency. This is f over 2 pi. Okay? That's f over 2 pi. And that means that f now is equal to, this is 2 pi f. This is 2 pi f. Okay, so omega over 2 pi is, saan na? Divided by 2 pi. So, NC over L. And this is equal, 2. And we know that, what is F? This is the wavelength lambda, not the lambda, the eigenvalue, but the wavelength lambda times, this is, F is lambda F equals C, di ba? So sa ato pa, this is C over lambda. This is the wavelength lambda. Ato na lang sa itong gamito na lang. Lambda, because that's the wavelength na ginagamit, no? But, that means that the condition for the resonance, ang kuhan is that lambda must be equal to a factor of L over 2. Why? Kung mauni mo ang if you have L over 2, tanaw sa may tabo, a factor of L, pag abot diri manggod, okay, pag abot diri, because of that, moana siya diri, and you get a standing wave every L over 2. This is 1L, di ba? This is one wavelength. This is lambda. If your lambda is, this is L is equal to N times lambda over 2. Your length must be a multiple of the hub of the And this is where you get your standing waves. And these are the normal modes, and each of this is the resonant frequency. Harmonics. This Fn, the set Fn is actually the harmonics. First harmonics, second harmonics, third harmonics. And this corresponds to a standing wave. Because at the resonance, your L must be, meaning that your L is lambda over 2. A multiple of lambda over 2. Muling na siya during the resonance. And each of this the normal modes kani siya. Now you know that the condition atong na-derive diri ang the resonance. The requirement for the resonance is that our length of the pipe must be equal to the multiple of a multiple of the half of wavelength.